What's going on, guys? I started this project to make a Tom DeLonge Strat because I didn't really feel like paying the $1,300 for that. So what I did was bought this Squire Bullet that just came out for a limited run on Black Friday this year, and they had a graffiti yellow in that, and it was $150 new for the guitar. So could not pass that opportunity up. So what I did was I stripped off. It had a maple neck on there. Honestly, kind of not great. The frets are very sharp on this guy on the edges. Cut my hand a couple times just 5 minutes into playing it. So ripped that off. And this was the loaded pickguard here that had on it. I just cut off 2 or 3 wires that are basically the grounds for your input jack, and the bridge also had a ground coming out of there. What I haven't seen before was this wire, which seems to be going nowhere. It was just screwed into the body. If anybody's seen that before, I have not. I mean, there's nothing. Why would you? If it's a ground, you couldn't ground it to wood. So, not sure about that one. I may just take that out. But yeah, had those. I ordered a Invader bridge one as he uses, and I got a. It's a little. I don't know if you can tell the difference from, because I tried to order an aged pearloid, which I guess, yeah, a little bit, yellowed to it, which I think looks better with this guy. I'll hold on 1 second. Don't have a good camera set up, so it's just really my iPhone for right now. But if I just lay that in there, and then trying to one hand this guy, sorry. So yeah, looks good with the yellow, the aged. But so when I took the neck off, I found, which don't mind this one in here right now, just get to that later, but this American Fender neck that was an open box neck that honestly is the darkest rosewood neck I've ever seen on a guitar. Just completely black, almost looks like an ebony board, but it was, what it was originally in this guitar, that maple neck was a 21 fret neck, and this is a 22 fret, so it has that overhang here on the edge, which luckily wasn't a big deal. All worked out good. So I think I don't know, I'm about to put a low E and a high E string on here just to make sure they're even down the neck, so that it's not, one way or the other. But I think everything went well, smooth when putting the bolts through the back of the neck again, so it wasn't any issue there, thank goodness, because some of these can be a little bit squirrely on their measurements from Squire to Fender to other brands. So luckily that was not an issue. But found the oversized headstock with the open box, brand new neck. I got off eBay, but it has all the paperwork with it, everything. It came off of a 2023 HSS. I think it's a Performer or Performance American Strat, which, whatever. But yeah, it came off one of those. So I got that for $400 and around 50-ish bucks. So I didn't think, honestly, that was too bad, but it's kind of crazy having an American neck on a Squire body, I know. But I'm going to be keeping this forever. I'm not selling this, so I'm not trying to scam anybody with having the Fender on there. This is just for me. I didn't feel like paying the $1,300. And honestly, I saw Tom DeLonge had the Tom DeLonge neck, the Mexican neck, on eBay for $500, but this was $450, and it's an American neck. So yeah, sorry, here's the 2 strings. I'm gonna put, they're just old strings off a different guitar, but I'm gonna put those on this guy here in a minute. Sorry, I've got a cat over here, he wants these strings. But yeah, yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at now. What's a bummer though, I went for the vintage tuners, and I found out later on, I should have looked a little more into the guitar that it came off of, but it only takes the modern style tuners with these 2 little knobs. It's a little bit of a bigger diameter around this post here, so I'm gonna have to return those. But I have a guitar, a Tele, actually, that has Mexican Tele that had these on there, so I'm just taking a couple off, make sure they work. That's what I need. And also, I'm just about to check out, I'm going to put this one in the last E string there, and we're going to string the 2 E's up, just make sure, like I said before, that they're not, one's not hanging off, you know, make sure this neck is good to go. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm waiting on the 500K pot, I think it's CTS brand, to come in, but that is shipping from China. So that's going to take a couple more weeks. But oh, another thing with this pickguard, got this off Amazon for this guy, and it was, I think, 11 or 13 bucks. So with this, the only issue I have with this, I might have to, I marked it here, but with this bullet, it's supposed to be a hardtail bullet, but what's weird is there's no holes through the body like a traditional hardtail. What they do is they just string right through here. Not a huge fan of that, because you can see each color of the end of the string hanging out it's kind of weird, but they just go through here, up underneath your saddles, go through there. Weird. I don't feel like drilling 6 holes through the body of the guitar, so I'm just gonna leave this. I might get different stainless steel saddles or something on here, a little more reliable. But everything went smooth so far, and I think I'm, you know, Seymour Duncan is kind of a have to have for this build, so it's 110 bucks, so there is that. But the guitar, Squire brand new, was 150, and I ripped the neck pickups out of that. I'll sell those. This was 110, and the neck was 450. So, and the pot I think was 8 or 9 bucks, and I've got a couple metal volume knobs coming in. Those were another 6 bucks or something. And then tuning keys, I actually got a really good deal on the vintage ones that don't work, but they were brand new from Fender, genuine parts, for $28 instead of 50 or 60 or whatever they were. So I might actually just try to sell those ones, and then go buy another pair of these modern tuners, which, you know, not a huge fan of the shape on these. I'd rather have the vintage shape, but they might stay in tune a little bit better. Personal preference. But I just threw some lemon oil on this board. It's been drying for 10 minutes or so, so I might put another coat on there just to make sure the wood's good. But yeah, that's what she's looking like so far. I might do an update once it's done, show you guys how it sounds. But yeah, so I'm probably a little over half the price of what it would cost to buy the Mexican Tom DeLonge Strat. But this one has an American neck, and it's honestly one of the nicest necks I've ever seen. So it's an upgrade on the neck side of things. Just a, you know, Squire body, not too concerned about that. Yeah, it's a little bit lesser quality wood, but honestly, hopefully it shouldn't matter too much with the tone. I don't think it will. So yeah, it's the newest and latest project. I'll get back to you guys once I've wired this, strung it up, see how it sounds. All right, thanks guys.